Hey everyone, welcome to our first lesson of the week where we're going to be exploring the fall of the Roman Republic. First thing I'd like us to do today is analyze the factors that led to a dangerous situation in Rome after the Punic Wars. You might think to yourself, Keelan, they won the Punic Wars, they beat Carthage, everything should be great. Sometimes, just when things seem like they're great, they also can be very dangerous. And we're going to see that that's the case in Rome, especially for the Republic. And similarly, we're going to see how these factors led to the rise of Julius Caesar's power and popularity within the Roman society. So, after the Carthaginians are out of the way and the Punic Wars are over, Rome really wants to start expanding more and more areas of control. There's no one to stop them. And they really start empire building. And one of the facets that makes their empire unique is that they try to integrate people from throughout their conquered areas into their society. If you lived in an area that was conquered by the Romans, you were expected to serve in the Roman army. So the Roman army wasn't just people from Rome, it was people from throughout their empire. And you could become a Roman citizen after serving for 25 years and so on and so forth. So it definitely had, they tried to make a lot more inroads to the people throughout their empire to keep them happy with Roman rule. They also try to encourage more support of them by taking a lot of their innovations, like the ones we talked about, the roads, the aqueducts, the bridges, and expanding that infrastructure throughout their conquered land. So if you're ruled by Rome, you get a lot. Now you're going to have to give a lot in your blood and treasure, but you get something in return. But as they're expanding their power, most of the wealth that's coming back from that isn't going back to the general populace of Rome. Most of it's going to one class, the patricians, the 1% of Rome. They're getting all the money. They're getting all the land. They're getting all the power from all this work and all this expansions. But the plebeians, the common people of Rome, are actually losing out. You have more slaves coming as the empire is expanded and more people are conquered. That's one. Number two, the growing of food and other resources starts coming from outside of Rome more and more as they take more areas of the empire. So a lot of the jobs that like the common everyday people in Rome had, now they're losing. So most of Rome is becoming poorer while the city of Rome is becoming much richer. And that's a very dangerous situation. If you have most of your people are in poverty and a small group of people have all the wealth, that can be dangerous. Well, from this wealthy class, from the patricians, comes a guy by the name of Julius. His birth name is Gaius Julius Caesar. Caesar's a family name. And he is of a wealthy, noble patrician family. And from the start, he was a very ambitious soldier and a very savvy and shrewd politician. And we're going to see that eventually in not just Roman history, but in European history, his name will become synonymous with the title of emperor. Now, he'll never be the emperor of Rome, but emperors of Rome will be called the Caesar. His name will be the title. Like his name means eventually like king or emperor. Just as, in Germany, they'll be ruled by a Kaiser, German for Caesar. In Russia, they'll be ruled by a Tsar, Russian for Caesar. Wow. So this guy's going to have a lot of influence. In 60 BCE, which remember is 60 years before the Common Era, so this is right now 2020, we're talking about 2080 years ago. Caesar, as a victorious general and a very popular leader within his military, forms an alliance with two other political leaders that were rather popular in Rome. And instead of ruling as just consuls, they formed what's called a triumvirate, a rule of three, with Crassus and Pompey the Great. Pompey especially was a very prominent and powerful politician in Rome, and he takes Caesar kind of under his wing. He'll probably regret that later. But The three of them rule Rome together for a while. And then, as was the tradition in the Roman Republic, it's not permanent. Caesar then is sent as governor to the northern territories of Gaul, part of which would be present-day France, near the border of Italy and France, near the Alps. And as he puts down a few local revolts, he sees an opportunity to start conquering more and more people north of this area. And Caesar pushes further and further and further north. He conquers pretty much all of what would be to present-day France, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, parts of Germany. He even makes it across the British Channel, Belgium, makes it across the British Channel and takes over parts of Britain, Britannia, which you can still see Roman ruins in. He is quite the conqueror. The very famous quote that's attributed to him during this time period is "Vini, vidi, vici." Vini, vidi, vici, which means I came, I saw, I conquered. I apologize if I brutalized the Latin. So now Caesar is sending all sorts of wealth back to Rome. Treasure, all these things are coming back to Rome. And people are saying, wow, look at all the things that Caesar is doing for us. The map of the Roman Empire is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And Caesar's army sees all that they're getting, and they love him and are loyal to him. The people of Rome see him as this great hero, and they all love him. And the Roman leadership, though, they're a bit worried about this. This guy has the love and devotion of the people, the loyalty of the army. He could be unstoppable. He can pretty much do whatever he wants if he comes back to Rome. And to this end, they really don't want him to return. So, my question for you is, why do you think the Roman leaders like Pompey the Great feared Caesar's popularity? Write down your answer, and then we'll look forward to reading them, and we'll talk more about Caesar tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.